Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Gemini Empress once again. We're here to find out what do they think of you, or what are they thinking about you, and when do they think about you. Okay, so meditate, pick pile 1 or pile 2 or pile 3, and let's move it. Okay, so this is pile 1. Today we're gonna just have like 3 cards from the tarot deck. I'm not going to give you any advice. Well, I have like one advice card, but not as much as I usually give out. Guys, please let me know if you want me to pull out the romance oracle deck. I'm just trying to get that ordered because my son likes to chew my cards, so I have to reordering. Okay, so we have 5 of cups, 2 of swords, 9 of wands, and we have loyal heart, exchange gifts, here and now, and oh, let me try and fit that over here. And we have come to the edge. Okay, so automatically I'm getting, sorry guys, I apologize for the quality. I don't really put much as much effort as I should, because I don't really do this as a career. I kind of do this as like, a fun little hobby of mine. I kind of like helping people and finding things out. So I need to start putting a lot more effort in. It's just, I have a kid, I'm in university. Anyway, this is not really important. This is your reading. Anyways, this person, what do they think about you? They feel like there's a bit of sense of disappointment. Doesn't have to be with you, but maybe with your situation. Maybe they feel like, oh my God, things turned really sour. So they're kind of feeling like it's not going the way they want it to go. But what they're complaining about or are thinking about when it comes to you is something that they probably caused themselves, and they're probably just wallowing in, self-pity. But this is a card that tells me you're crying over spilt milk. You're crying over something that's not really, that bad. It's bad, but not that bad, but they're ignoring the connection, they're so disappointed with this connection, how things turned out, but they're not focusing on the fact that you guys still have one. They're not looking at the bright side. They're just very disappointed, but they're also indecisive. They're thinking, should I come back? Should I not come back? Should I continue this connection? Should I not continue this connection? Nothing personal to you as in like, oh, there's something wrong with you. I think they're just someone who's just really bad at decision making, and they're kind of thinking that so much has gone on, disappointment, sadness, something that I've done wrong, something that they've done wrong or whatever. And they're just trying to think, is this worth it? So they're very cautious. They're thinking, I want to take some steps, but I'm kind of cautious about what's going to happen because I don't want to get on so-and-so's bad side. So they're thinking about you, but like very cautious, very indecisive, but with a lot of disappointment. I don't think it's you specifically. I think it's with the connection, the whole thing in general. But when do they think about you? They think about you now. They're thinking about you right now, here and now. And they usually think about you when like something bad happens, like usually like when they've lost you, or when things are not going well in their life, when they feel like they're hitting rock bottom or have come to the edge, like when they've literally like overthought, overanalyzed beyond their limits. That's when they start to like think of you, and that happens to be now. They're probably at the time of their life where they're just wallowing in self-pity and going through a lot, and they're kind of like, oh my God, now I'm thinking about so and so so much. They think about you now, and now because they're going through a lot, indecisiveness, cautiousness, disappointment, but also a lot of turmoil, that's when they're thinking about you most. And I don't know if they've given you any presents, or you've given them any presents, but maybe there's something that you've given them that reminds them of you, and that's what triggers all of this, because they're like, oh no, this little I don't know I don't know, picture holder reminds me of you, or this little candle reminds me of you, and I'm not feeling so well, like I'm disappointed, I'm cautious, I'm indecisive, I'm going through a lot, now I'm thinking about you. Maybe something reminded them of you. It could have been, oh, so and so looks just like that person, or oh my God, they listened to a song and, the first thing that came up was, oh my God, a memory of you. Something reminded them of you, and they're already feeling all of this. I think they were fine, but something triggered that disappointment, this indecisiveness, and then I think it was a gift or something reminded them of you. If you haven't given them any gifts, I think they wanted to give you a gift, but that gift that they have, they still have withheld it, and every time they look at it, it reminds them of you. Or it could simply just be the smell, the scent you have when you've been around them. They're smelling it somehow, and it reminds them of you. But makes them feel like they're loyal to you because they kind of like they don't want this connection to end. They're very disappointed. They're aware there's a connection, Two of Cups behind them, but they're focused on what went wrong. So that's why they're indecisive because they want to keep it going, but they don't know if they should. And that's why they're trying to tread carefully and be cautious. But they're thinking about you now, you know, they're going through so much and you're reminding something is reminding them of you right now. But they're very loyal to you. You know, they're very not loyal in a literal sense, but loyal in the sense that kind of like I will always have so and so in my mind, you know? And you know, owls are usually associated with in the nighttime. So I feel like in the day they try to get themselves together, but when it comes to the nighttime, that's when they really think about you, like on their way to sleep. So the advice we have for you guys. Hi, baby. That's just my son. Okay, crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it, unwavering faith. That's the only advice card we're getting today, guys. So they're just saying, if you want to manifest this, manifest it and focus on it and keep the faith. And this goes for them too. If they really want to manifest this, they should come to that decision and do that. But right now, they're a bit indecisive because they're just going through a lot of emotions right now. But that's all I'm getting for pile 1. Okay, so for pile 2, we have... As I said with pile 1, I don't really have many cards today. Let me know if you want me to put up a Romance Oracle deck, you know, because I need to get that one reordered because my son likes to chew on my cards, so I always have to reorder them all over again. Okay, so... Sorry I'm not putting much quality into my work. I kind of... Oops. I kind of use this as like a hobby, something I just love to do. I love helping people in general. Don't really get paid to do this. Don't really care for the money. Just love doing it for YouTube, you know, to help people out. So I'll put more effort into this. Anyways, we have the 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. And then we have Orphan, Time to Go, No Place Like Home. All right, so for those of you who picked pile 2, this person's thinking about giving to you. They're thinking about starting a new foundation with you. No, there's not third-party situation. So many people have this mindset that if they see 3s as third party, it's not always third party. Considering it's Pentacles, it could be dealing with earth signs or water signs or whatever. They want something stable, something small to start off with, a journey of some sort with you, but something grounded. They want to be able to give to you, equal give and take. They're probably thinking about all the times where they didn't give to you and they're kind of like, yeah, now I changed my mind. I really want to give to so-and-so. That they're very reminiscent of the good memories they have with you. I think this good memories that they're having with you is what's triggering them to want to like start this or give to you, you know? This is definitely someone you've dealt with or someone you're dealing with. I don't think this is a new person. So sorry if you're single. And they're reminiscing about all the happy moments that they've actually shared with you, you know, and they really, really, really are nostalgic in a good way. When are they thinking about you? It's when they feel abandoned. They kind of feel like, oh, you know, why are they not in my life anymore? You know, this could be an ex, or why, or even if you are in there, like they kind of feel a bit distant from you. So they're thinking, why are they not showing me attention? Like, why did they just leave me? You know, and they're usually thinking about this when there's a separation between you guys. But still, they feel like, oh, there's no place like home. There's something in their home that reminds them of you. And that's when they start to think about you. It's usually when they're in their own space, when they're at home, when nobody's around, when they're not with their friends. That's when they think about you, you know. They think about you when they're feeling down, when they're feeling lonely, when they're feeling abandoned. That's when you come to mind, and it's usually when they're in the comfort of their own home. But it's all good memories and they all have good intentions, you know. And they just, I feel like they just have trouble like expressing this. Like they don't really know how to like talk about it. So they just feel like, oh, you know, let me just think about it, you know. But the advice we have today, because we're not putting out too many, just one advice. We have creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal and pen, article, or book. So this is probably their advice. Like they should really like channel in and write down their thoughts and feelings about this so that they can remind themselves on what to do next and how to go about situations and learn from it. And you can alternatively do this as well, because it can remind you or work as a driving force to know what you want to focus your intentions are so you can manifest it. But that's what I'm getting for pile 2. This is quite a good spread. Pile 2 is usually positive. I've noticed that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, so for pile 3, what are they thinking about you? We have the Devil card, the Hermit, and all major arcanas. We have Wheel of Fortune. What else do we have? We have Higher Power. We have Peace. We have Truth Be Told. And we have... Okay. We have chaos and conflict. Okay, so they usually what they're thinking about you, they're thinking that they're very restricted. Not that you restrict them, but they feel restricted. Something stopping them from coming to you, or something stopping them from like approaching you or doing what you want, doing something that requires being with you and being happily in a union of some sort without having problems come about. But it could also be like they feel tied to you, and sometimes they feel like, okay, I don't understand this tie, why are we so tied together? They could have addictions maybe to you, or somewhat, so they're trying to take some time to have some solitude. They feel like you're someone who they're just addicted to, and they need to, like, not necessarily cut ties, but just have some. Oh my god, 1 second, my son's messing up cards. 1 second. Okay, so where was I? Yes. They're trying to take a break away from you just to sort things out, just to really clear, because they feel like a strong pull towards you and they don't understand why. So they're trying to leave it to divine timing. They're seeing that this is destiny. They see you in their future. They see you as something more, maybe like a twin flame, something strong, but they don't understand why. They feel so drawn to you and addicted to you, and they feel like it's unhealthy. So they're trying to take some time to take away, really think about you, but in a positive light, and they will come to the realization that this all will happen divine timing. They're trying to, plan their life, focus on more important things, but they still have you in your mind, but they're trying to take a break. They usually think about you when there's like internal chaos and conflict, or when you guys argue, or, when you're in separation, when they're just thinking a lot. But they feel like they think about you from time to time. They feel like, oh my god, like I'm drawn to this person and I don't understand why. But at the same time, ironically, they don't just think about you in chaos or conflict. They also think about you when they have inner peace. Ironically, when they're feeling happy, they think about you. But also when they're feeling conflicted, they also think about you. But I don't know why, but also in terms of not necessarily guilt, but in terms of unspoken feelings and unresolved issues, they you think about you when they're feeling like, oh my god, I need to like open up. Every time they get the courage to open up or tell the truth, they kind of back out last minute. That's when they usually think about you. Oh, it's okay, baby. Oh, sorry about that. So yeah, they usually think about you in times of internal conflict, but also in times of, I think when they're also, if they follow religion or they're quite spiritual in their own way or whatever, they think about you in worship as well. If they follow a belief, that's just for some of you. But ironically, they also think of you when they're in peace, and in terms of like over reflection, when they're like, truth be told, it's like they want to get something off their chest, but they never really get around to doing it until now. They're kind of waiting for divine timing. The advice we have for you, you have 2 advice cards, so don't tell the other piles. Prioritize. Focus on your highest priorities. I'll help you get organized and motivated. So they're just taking a break from you while they figure this out and just take some time to leave it into a higher power. They feel like, oh, everything will happen when it's meant to happen. Leave it to a higher power. So they're focusing on other things, but they will eventually come back and tell you how they feel. But that's all they're thinking about you. So I suggest you should just focus on your life. You get your stuff done, and they will come back to you when it's supposed to be. What's meant to be will be. And we also have Clairvoyance. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So if anyone's telling you, oh, just focus on your whatever, your money, your time, your studies, your whatever, or oh, just don't really pay too much attention to that person, just listen to them. Or if even if your intuition's telling you that, listen to it, because it's there for a reason. So that's all I'm getting for pile 3. All of these piles were quite actually okay. So let me know what you guys want to see next. Okay, goodbye.